A young soldier, exhausted by ceaseless battle after ceaseless battle, accidentally falls down a cliffside in his escape from death, only to uncover a spiritual world of great martial arts masters at war with an ever-growing force of demons. When the masters become poisoned by the blood demon's curses, things fall down to our protagonist in the hopes of saving the world from further brutality. This is Tsui Hark's Tsui, Warriors from the Magic Mountain, a comedic xianxia epic, meshing creative inspirations from religious iconography, folklore, fantasy, martial arts, and the supernatural into a hyperactive screwball adventure destined to save the world from ongoing strife and suffering. With its mixture of pulpy, yet also genuinely beautiful elaborate set design, vibrant 80s special effects, heightened choreography, all funneled into a wildly convoluted epic adventure across death and beyond, Tsui Hark's film manages to portray the significance of passing the torch from mentor to protege, and overcoming uncertainty through human unity. One of the first things audiences might register with Tsui Hark's film is that the film is brimming with vibrancy, detail, and 80s camp. The film is populated with gorgeous, intricate set designs from the Jade Temple to the imprisonment of Heaven's Blade, holding back the dark energies of the underworld. Additionally, the film delights in the heightened absurdity of fantasy, embracing special effects, wirework choreography, and martial arts stunts that still dazzle today. While the special effects may look dated in their neon animation, and it's clear to see the cables connected to actors flung across the room in battle when rewatching the film in high definition, there's still craftsmanship to admire in this work. The animation looks electrifying, bound to be lethal to the touch, and the wirework rigging is clearly elaborate, as characters float across multiple points to decimate their enemies. Although it's fair to say some of the old-school visual effects certainly enhances the film's absurdist and unhinged energy, in a similar way to Nobuhiko Obayashi's kaleidoscopic Kaozu, Tsui, Warriors from the Magic Mountain is a film unashamedly funny from the get-go, emphasising the ridiculousness of fighting wars when the participants would much rather go home. This sense of humour is played up to magnificent heights, exaggerating the whirlwind impression caused by the film's already convoluted narrative, spanning blood demon poisonings, kung fu masters with supernatural skill, and the spiritual journey to acquire deity blades to destroy the forces of evil. Tsui Hark utilises his distinctive sense of humour and imagination to craft a screwball martial arts classic of truly epic and delirious proportions. Beyond the hyper-comedy and grand fantasy on display, Tsui Hark's film meshes in his appreciation of the warriorhood of women, internalised strength gained in patience, and the observation on the superficiality of conflict within war when the foot soldiers of opposing forces can relate to the struggles and heritage of their opposition. Amidst the bonkers rollicking adventure of the film, Tsui Hark's Tsui, Warriors from the Magic Mountain presents progressive impressions in the dynamics his film creates, resembling the issues of a more modernising world where women deserve appreciation for their efforts, as well as how war never benefits the everyman, while also mirroring the moral storytelling of ancient folklore and fables. For all its hyperactive comedic ecstasy and battle upon battle dopamine, Tsui, Warriors from the Magic Mountain also holds at its core universal and relatable themes of unity and overcoming adversity. The ultimate goal within the film is for good to triumph over evil, and in a final defeat, humanity can be united together, ending all wars and finding ways to resolve disagreements. While the nigh superhuman simplicity of this final goal is pretty straightforward, a positive result of this scale truly matches the film's prior non-stop energy, giving a final result that feels deserved, and, quite honestly, a result we might actually envy somewhat for our own world. Additionally, overcoming adversity comes into play. Characters doubt themselves after having been bestowed a new responsibility by their masters, a passing of the torch. They mess up and consider themselves unworthy of their newly appointed chief positions, and sometimes their own downfalls stem from their underestimation or cockiness towards a circumstance beyond their understanding. For these characters to truly achieve their final goal, beyond the battles with demons and blood cults, they also must bypass the ways in which they hold themselves back. In conclusion, Tsui Hark's Zoo, Warriors from the Magic Mountain, may be a deliriously outlandish comedy adventure dripping in folklore, fantasy, and giddy tributes to spirituality, but Tsui Hark's film also hosts a mixture of universal themes and unexpectedly modern considerations that makes the intentionally convoluted epic all the more resonant today. When considering the cult impact of later similarly screwball martial arts films like Kung Fu Hustle or the parody Kung Pao Enter the Fist, Zoo, Warriors from the Magic Mountain was truly the blueprint. A special thank you to my incredible tier Patreon supporters Gil, Jared Spears for concessions, Javier Grillo Markswatch and Keith Gaylor, and to my super tier Patreon supporters Sportzilla and Eclair.